Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, April 17th, a very chilly morning here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Temperatures at or below freezing in most locations, some patchy frost in the area, and it will be another chilly day throughout the I-95 corridor, despite plenty of sunshine. Sunshine pretty much all day long. However, the sunshine will give way to some clouds at the end of the day, and clouds will certainly increase tonight and on Friday as an ocean flow of air, low-level east to northeast winds will bring in some more moisture, and that low-level ocean flow of air will continue for the next 24 to 36 hours or so that by the time tomorrow afternoon and evening rolls around, it should be mostly cloudy in the I-95 corridor. Well, let's start off by taking a look at the areas that are at or near record low temperatures this morning. This from the coolweather.com website. Notice all these blue dots. If there's a white circle around the blue dot, that means it's already reached a record low. If there's no white circle around the blue dot, that means it's within a degree or two of the record low. For example, a record low this morning right here in Stanton, Virginia, with temperature that bottomed out at 29 degrees. Near record lows in many other northeastern U.S. locations. And one of the interesting things about this cold air outbreak is exactly how widespread it is. Notice cold near record lows all the way from south central Canada down into the deep south and into the northeast. Certainly not as severe looking as yesterday morning, but still quite a widespread chill in the air for the eastern half of the nation. Of course, this time of the year, that chill in the air cannot last too long. With the increasing strength of the sun this time of the year, we certainly will start to warm up, and we'll have modification for the weekend and even milder in the eastern U.S. for the early part of next week. Well, let's take a look at the U.S. surface map. A couple of main players on the field right now. First of all, low pressure over the northern part of the upper Midwest is still producing significant snow in Wisconsin. There was basically a snowstorm from central Minnesota across the northern half of Wisconsin over the last 24 hours or so. Again, that snow continues right in this region right now with accumulating snow in northern Wisconsin. The main player in the northeast U.S. is this very strong high-pressure system sitting right on top of New England. It will slide slowly off the New England coastline over the next 12 hours or so, but the clockwise flow of air around it is now bringing in an ocean flow of air into the I-95 corridor. Low-level east to northeast winds have set up in D.C., Philadelphia, Baltimore, and that will continue for the next 24 to 48 hours or so. And eventually, it will bring in enough moisture to form an increase in clouds overnight tonight. And again, tomorrow looks like it'll be a mostly cloudy day, maybe some intervals of sunshine, but more clouds and sun, and certainly mostly cloudy skies through tomorrow night, all thanks to this developing ocean flow of air. Well, here's a colorized version of the infrared satellite imagery loop from the Penn City EWOL site. A couple things to point out. These are high clouds. These bright white areas are high clouds moving from west to east into western Pennsylvania right now. But notice this little band of low clouds right here just off the east coast moving towards the land from the east to the west. Again, a developing ocean flow of air bringing low-level east to northeast winds into the I-95 corridor. Soon it'll become moist enough and these clouds will start rolling in from the east to the west. Again, increasing clouds overnight tonight and mostly cloudy tomorrow and tomorrow night, thanks to that stiffening ocean flow of air around the high-pressure system that is slowly pulling off the New England coastline today. Well, let's take a look at last night's Zero-Z GFS model run for a 48-hour period from tonight, Thursday evening, through Saturday evening. We'll look at 12-hour increments. And again, the main player here in the Northeast is this strong high-pressure system that is slowly pulling off the New England coastline. But just notice this clockwise flow of air is bringing in east to northeast low-level winds into the I-95 corridor. Clouds are sitting right off the east coast this morning. There'll be an increase in clouds late today and overnight tonight, and it'll remain mostly cloudy tomorrow. And the other thing that this ocean flow of air does this time of the year is not only bring in moisture off the ocean, but it keeps us relatively cool as those ocean temperatures are still quite low this time of the year. Here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning. Still northeast winds into the I-95 corridor on the backside of that high pressure as it moves off the New England coastline. Another area of interest, and we'll have to monitor this over the next day or two, is lots of moisture here over the Gulf of Mexico. This develops into a pretty strong low pressure system off the southeast U.S. coastline by the early part of the weekend, and looks like it will miss the I-95 corridor and slide just to our south and east over the weekend, not impacting our weather, but it still has to be closely monitored as the northwest edge, the back edge of that low pressure system, comes fairly close to the D.C. metro region over the weekend, and wouldn't take much of a shift to have that play a role in our weekend weather. But again, right now, it looks like it slides just to our south and east. We'll see that more as we move ahead here. Let's now jump ahead another 12 hours. And here's the forecast map for Friday evening. Strong low pressure developing off the right in the northern part of Florida, headed towards the U.S. Southeast U.S. coastline here. Lots of moisture with it. They certainly will get a heavy rain event in the southeast U.S. over the next couple of days. Still high pressure off the coastline, but still in control here in the northeastern part of the country. And again, it looks like this will slide off. Let's now jump ahead another 12 hours. And here's the forecast map for Saturday morning. Low pressure off the southeast coastline. But notice the back edge of the precipitation, not all that far from the I-95 corridor, just to the south and east. Again, it would not take much of a shift to the north and west. Right now, don't expect that to happen, but it's so close that it has to be monitored over the next day or two to see if that indeed will have any impact on our weekend weather here. Let's now jump ahead another 12 hours. And here's the forecast map from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run for Saturday evening. Low pressure slowly moving off the southeast coastline. It looks like it just slides to our south and east out to sea, but we'll continue to monitor that over the next 12 or 24 hours or so. Another strong high pressure system by Saturday evening moving into the southeastern part of Canada. It looks like that will take control of our weather by Sunday. If indeed this low pressure area has an effect anywhere in the I-95 corridor, probably would be during the day on Saturday. By Sunday, this high pressure system will resume control of our weather here in the Mid-Atlantic region. It looks like it'll stay in control on Monday before another frontal system heads our way for Tuesday of next week. Well, that's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.